So what had happened was, so it's day 3 and I got 3 springs on, and I'm about to finish the last one. So I got the bolt partially out. The problem I think last night what happened was, so day 1 I was able to get one done. It was, you know, a learning process, trying to figure out what works. Day 2 I was able to get, and that was the front passenger that I did first. Day 2 I started on the driver's side, front driver's side. Got it off like 20-30 minutes. It was quick. Then I started on back. In theory, it seemed like it'd work really nice. Seemed like it would work. You know, there's a difference than what I learned from driver's garage versus what I discovered that was happening underneath this car. So yeah, it was a bit different. Both pipes, exhaust pipe actually is in the way of the bolts coming out. That's so uncool. I don't know what they were thinking about with that design, but I had to work around it. So I had to release the clamps on the exhaust on the passenger side, and I got that one out. It was a pain in the butt to get back in and line up, but I got it in. And it's bolted up and it's back together with the new spring in it. The driver's side, it's like the bolt would get halfway out and it runs like midway of the pipe. It absolutely sucks, but there's a plus. On the driver's side, there's actually a section where I can take that part of the exhaust off and then finish the work, which would probably be a whole lot easier without having to maneuver around that pipe. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Starting a little later than I wanted to, had work to do. But I don't think that this part of the job should take me more than an hour. I'm gonna time myself. I'll let you guys know exactly how long it took. And then we can go from there. But man, I'm just ready for this part to be done. I'm just ready for this part to be done. We about to get it done, so I ain't tripping. So we're gonna get this done, finish with it, and then we can start focusing on whatever else is next. I think what I'm gonna do next is take off that front cap and start working on that little grill. I want it to be shiny. It's dull. It's like dull plastic. It's like the plastic that's on this, and I want it to be shiny like the grill. So we're gonna do some debadging. We're gonna change some lights, some side markers. Yeah, we got a few things we're gonna be doing to this car to get it right before I put it back on the ground. Once it's on the ground, we're gonna take it, go get an alignment. Anytime you do anything with the suspension, make sure you go get an alignment afterwards. You don't tear up your tires. And then we're gonna start on paint correction. Once I get that paint correction done, going straight to ceramic coating. And we'll be pretty close to where we want to be with it. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get the roof wrapped or painted. I want it black. So I'm still deciding on that. I'm kind of running through my mind on some accents, other accent ideas that I want to take with it. Haven't gotten there yet. I'm waiting on my I ordered a set of we'll wait for those guys to come. Wait for them. We'll just wait for those things to come, and then yeah, we'll do another video on that install as well. So I can sit here and ramble and ramble and ramble and procrastinate all I want, but until I climb up under this car and start working, it ain't gonna get done. So let me get at it, and I'll get back with you guys. Only reason why I'm not filming this, it's just not, it's not conducive. You know, the way it's set up, I'm afraid I'm gonna hit it. I'm afraid I'm gonna knock the camera down, or, so yeah, we just gonna show y'all the end results. All right, we'll talk about what we did in the end, and the steps that, what I had to take off to make it possible to get those springs in. I'll go over each step that I did, at least to the best of what I remember. It shouldn't be that hard to describe. The front was, I still have that in my head, I think. And then we'll focus on what the rear looks like. And then, and what bolts and we had to take off, and what was the process to pull that spring out and replace the spring and go from there. So, yeah, I guess it's time to get to work. See you soon. Less than 10 minutes, I got it out. So now, let's see how long it takes me to get the new spring in. The new spring in. All right, guys, so we're finished. We finally got this thing on. All right. boy. So let's talk about the front first, right? What we had to do to make this successful. All right, first of all, we had to remove this cap. All right, and then after we remove that cap, I removed this bolt first, right? And then I removed this bolt right here. As far as this, the stabilization. And I also loosened this bolt right here. This is the bracket that the shock seats into, as you can see. After I did that, I took these 3 bolts off, right? Separated this from this. Separated the upper control arm from the control arm, and then separated this ball joint. Get out of here, mosquito. Separated this, and then this separated upper control arm. This was able to lean forward. Well, actually, I had to loosen that bolt right here, and then this will lean forward, and I was able to take the shock out. All right. On the rear, there was a lot going on over here, guys. So, a lot. But there was less bolts at the actual spot, if that makes sense. So, I only had to take out this one, and I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if we can get position. Oh, maybe we can do it over here. So I only had to take out this bolt right here. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. Right there. So I had to take that out. But the problem with that one coming out is on the other side is that you take that nut off, that bolt had to come out from over here. And if you can see, it runs right into this exhaust. So I had to take this down so I can make that work. And on the other side, I was able to finagle this one a little bit by moving it around. You see some of the scratches right there, but I was able to shift it around to get what I want. Well, scratches right here. I was able to shift this around to make it work. So, yeah. So, we got it done. Next, we're going to, so close. So next we're gonna, I think I'm gonna take the front cap off. I think that's gonna be the next thing. Take the front cap off. And we're gonna figure out from there. Yeah, we're gonna take the front cap off. Show you what I'm thinking about doing here. I've already taken all the clamps, all the connectors off, all the way around, even in here. I put a wheel on just so I can see what it looks like. And then we're gonna replace these guys. We're going to do something about all this chipping. I want this to shine like this. So we're gonna figure that out also. Yeah, so that's where we are, man. And I think I'm gonna stop for now. I think we're at a good place. And then clean up some of this mess. Put tools away for now because I don't need any of that stuff anymore. I'm not doing anything that heavy. So yeah, I think we're good. You can do this too, man. Anybody can do this stuff. All you gotta do is have, you know, do a little research, buy a manual if you need to. YouTube is a great source to find out things that you need, find out how to do certain things like this. And just have the will, be willing to get out here and do it, you know. Some people aren't, and I respect it, but don't be afraid to, you know. The average person won't jump out here and do this stuff. That's a big point. Your average person will not jump out and do this. So hey, you guys gotta remember, you're made for greatness. So don't be average.